Now, itong next device na nakita nyo is a whole new smartphone na gawa ni ZTE Nubia, and it's the Z50S Pro na meron Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 and meron din siya 12 gigs of RAM and 1TB of storage. And meron din siya tatlong camera sensor dito sa malaking na module that looks a lot like the Xiaomi 13 Ultra. And best of all, leather finish pa ka na likod. Now, would this phone meet your expectation or it's just simply hype? Malalaman natin after this quick unboxing. So nakita na na unboxing nito phone na ito. Taking the phone out of the box, ang thickness nito is around 8.6mm thick. And for me, hindi siya ganun kanipis. And what I like dito sa kanya is nandyan ang kanyang red na power button which looks very sporty. Meron din siyang toggle switch dito for camera. Pag in-on mo, pupunta siya diretso sa Pro mode. Ayos, diba? Bilis, easy access. Now, pagdating naman sa kanyang design, this one is leather finish dito sa likod. And yung kanyang camera bump dito is looking a lot like the Xiaomi 13 Ultra. Malaki ang kanyang camera module dito, and ang Z series na Nubia is definitely the camera-centric phones. Even though na medyo chunky siya, what I like about this one is solid pag hinahawakan mo, just like the Red Magic series ng Nubia. So itong phone na ito comes in only two colors. You either go for the black or the gold colors. Now, itong phone na ito is a 6.78-inch na AMOLED display. Meron siyang maximum brightness at 1,200 nits, which you can always use under the direct sunlight. Wala ka magiging problema. And meron din siyang 120Hz of screen refresh rate, so browsing on this one is definitely fast and smooth as well. So, nagsuswipe ako dito sa TikTok, sa Facebook, sa mga Reels, sa Shorts, and ang bilis mag-swipe. And thanks to its high refresh rate, browsing on this one is definitely smooth like butter. And dahil itong phone na ito, meron siyang level 1 na wide security level. Pwede ka manood ng mga HD dito sa phone na ito. So, I did try to watch several films dito and I did enjoy sa YouTube. And nilagay ko sa 2K display ang mga videos na pinapanood ko dito sa YouTube and I was able to enjoy every single one of them. Now, one thing that I also like dito sa kanya is very thin ang kanyang bezels. And ang kanyang punch hole dito sa ibabaw is also small as well. So, tinry ko naman maglagay ng globe SIM sa smart SIM dito. 5G is no problem. And kaya rin niya magsagap ng Wi-Fi 6 na signal dito if you can see it. Now, we know that this one is being powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. It's probably one of the most powerful chip na meron ni Qualcomm. And it was able to score a really high score dito. So, expect mo naman ang performance dito is walang sablay. Checking some benchmark dito sa Geekbench, saka ng CPU na benchmarking, and sa kanyang GPU na benchmarking as well. Nilagyan naman natin siya sa wildlife na extreme stress test. It was able to get only a 78% na stability. But sa thermal throttling naman kita natin dito all green, and nag-throttle siya sa 92% ng kanyang maximum capability. Now, itong phone na ito is packed together with a 5,100 mAh na battery. It can last you the whole day without problem. Kaya naman niya magtagal for even around mga 1.5 day if you use it very normally. And sinamahan din siya ng 80 watts na charger, so charging this phone is really fast. It's just around a little bit below 40 minutes ang charging time. And nakakuha siya ng 12 hours and 4 minutes na screen on time, which is pretty good for a phone like this. This is a very powerful phone, so expect naman natin medyo kakain siya ng battery dito. But to squeeze out 12 hours dito sa kanya, not bad. So even though that this is a camera phone, having a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, definitely kailangan natin i-try ang gaming performance dito sa phone na ito. The only downside na nakita ko dito sa phone na ito, wala siyang game mode and wala rin siyang bypass charging sa kanyang global variant. And one of the first game na nilaro natin is si Tower of Fantasy. I was able to pair it together with the Gameser Cyclone, and kita natin na this one looks very nice and even looks like a Xbox na game controller. And dito ang kanyang analog dito, directional buttons, and nandito ang kanyang XYAB, R1, R2, nandito, and nandito ang kanyang L4 and R4. And nilaro ko to together with the Tower of Fantasy. Sobrang nag-enjoy sa game, no? So, less stress if you're not holding the phone itself kasi sinabi ko it's a little bit chunky. So nilagay ko lang siya sa phone stand and nilaro ko using this controller. And believe me, mas masarap maglaro ng mga adventure games if you have a controller. Mas less stressful siya. And I was able to play this game with ease. And itong Tower Fantasy, after playing for 30 minutes, masasabi ko, okay na okay siya. Wala ako na feel na frame drops along the way and the gameplay was quite smooth. And nung napansin ko, after playing for 30 minutes dito sa Tower Fantasy, medyo uminit yung phone. It reached at around mga 44 degrees Celsius, which kind of feels a little bit warm sa likod. Hindi naman siya ganun ka nakakapaso, but medyo irritating na rin siya. And I bought along itong bago game cooler na meron ni Flydigi. This is the B6X, but this is a special edition. So kita mo, ang ganda ng kanang color, no? I like this color. Orange and blue, looks very like New York Knicks. And makita mo yung logo ng One Piece is nandito sa likod. You can easily attach this one kung may MagSafe ang phone mo sa likod. May magnet na kasi siya, walang problema. Or kung walang MagSafe ito phone mo like si Z50S Pro, lalagyan mo muna itong magnet niya na bakal bago mo lalagay si B6X. So one of the good things na gusto ko siya is ang ganda ng kanyang RGB color dito. And pag inilaw mo, ang ganda na tingnan. Honestly, it's probably one of the collector's item na meron ko dito. And I plan to keep this one and add it to my collection ng mga animes na stuff ko dito sa bahay. So after using itong game cooler, it was able to drop the temperature really low. And so of course, nag-proceed tayo, naglaro tayo ng 3 more games, si Call of Duty Mobile, si Genshin Impact, and si Farlight 84. And all of these 3 games nilaro natin on highest graphical settings, maning-mani. I would say walang problema, siguro halos very minimal lang lag sa Genshin Impact. But on the other 2 games, it was quite a breeze. Sobrang ganda ng gameplay dito. And of course, thanks to Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 dito na nasa loob, all of the games na nilaro ko, walang problema. Such a breeze. So guys, kita natin dito ang malaking camera module ni Z50S Pro di Nubia. And halos hinahabolan niya ang design ni Xiaomi 13 Ultra, palakihan sila ng camera module dito sa likod. And pag hinawakan mo, para mas makapal ng konti itong kay Nubia Z50S Pro. So sa likod nito, we have triple camera setup. Meron siya 50MP na main camera sensor na may OIS. Then ang kanyang 8MP na telephoto lens na may optical zoom. Then of course, meron din siya 50MP na ultra wide lens na may autofocus. And ang kanyang rear camera can shoot up to 8K and 30 FPS. And ang kanyang 4K, meron pa nga siyang 120 na FPS. Then sa harap niya, meron siya 16MP na camera which can only shoot up to 1080 and 30. Now, we'll analyze some photos na nakuha natin dito on outdoors. Well, honestly, maganda naman ang kanyang color, no? And a little bit saturated kasi yung yellow na is a little bit more, mas matingkad na yellow. But if you zoom it using its kanyang camera, I would say ang ganda ng kanyang pag-capture dito sa mga water droplets, which is maganda ang kanyang details na na-capture dito. Now, if you're looking at this flower, makita mo yung kanyang pagka-bokeh sa likod, maganda. And pag zoom in mo, hindi blurred out ang kanyang mga edges. Saktong-sakto ang kanyang cut dito sa subject, which makes it look a lot more, parang nagpa-pop out siya dito sa kanyang picture. If you're looking at this photo, mukhang okay, normal lang naman mga bato dito. But if you zoom it, makita mo very preserved ang kanyang mga details dito sa picture na ito. Now, kung mahilig ka naman kumuha ng mga pictures ng mga sky shots, normal lang ka ng sky, hindi naman siya OA na pagka-blue. And yung kanyang cloud is, well, much preserved naman ang kanyang mga details dito. Na makita natin dito, there are some presets dito sa kanyang camera. Ito ang ultra wide 13. Meron siyang normal na 35, 50mm, 80mm, and 170mm. Now, if you're taking a look naman dito sa mga photos when I capture dito sa outdoors, this is the ultra wide shot 13mm, 35mm. Then this is the 50mm, 80mm, and 170mm. Na kung tinignan mo, zoom in mo, makita mo na medyo kita pa, pero medyo blurred na rin ang larawan na ito pag zoom in mo. Now, taking some indoor na portrait shot, okay naman mga nakuha ko dito. It's quite clear, and pag tinignan naman natin dito sa mga pag-cut ng edges, it's very sharp ang pag-cut. Except siguro dito sa hair part, na medyo nag-blur out sa konti, but okay lang naman. Pero pag sa mga ano naman, okay ang kanang cut dito. Now, one thing that I hate dito sa camera na ito is pag lumalapit ang iyong subject, kita nyo dito sa ilalim, nag-activate ng kanang macro mode. So, pwede mo siya i-turn off dito. If you don't like, pipindutin mo lang siya, no? Yan, mag-off na yung kanang macro mode. Now, if you're looking at this photo naman, this is the photo captured ng normal camera. And this is the one pag nag-automatic nagma-macro siya. Medyo malayo ang kanang quality dahil, of course, you won't always want to use the main lens as compared sa macro lens. Now, taking another look dito sa kanyang camera, this is the ultra-wide shot. This is the 35mm shot, 50mm, 80mm, and 170mm. Papansin natin, no, when you shift away from the main camera sensor, papunta doon sa kanyang mga zoom lens, yung kanyang cloud, no, mapapansin mo, dito medyo, hindi na sila masyado pareho, no? And pagdating dito sa 80mm, na mas madilim pa ang kanyang cloud. And dito, hindi na nakuha kasi medyo naka-zoom na tayo dito sa cell side. Now, taking some photos outdoors using the front-facing camera, quite okay and quite decent. Preserve ang mga details sa aking mukha when you zoom it. And if you're using the camera naman sa indoor situation, okay rin naman. There are times a little bit more grainy than the outdoor. But there are times na okay naman makakuha ko. Like this one. Kung mahilig na kumuha ng video using the front-facing camera while you're walking, I would say na mas shaky siya. Probably you might need some attachment like gimbal to make it a little bit more stable. But using your bare hand, ito ang makikita mong resulta. If you're recording using 4K and 60, ito naman resolution na makukuha mo. I'm pretty sure na it's okay and stable na stable siya. Hindi ko siya tinry under 8K kasi hindi ko rin mapapakita sa inyo dito. So I would say na 4K 60fps recording is very stable. So it boils down to anong verdict natin dito sa phone na ito. I would say na probably one of the cons side dito sa phone na ito is medyo makapal siya and medyo a little bit heavy. But you should consider na malaki ang kanyang camera sensor dito, kaya probably it's a little bit heavier. Kasi bigat nga lang siya ng Xiaomi 13 Ultra. But on the flip side, ang ganda kanyang processor dito, Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. Ang ganda din kanyang camera modules dito. It was really giving me all of those cool shots dito sa phone na ito. Some dramatic, some really nice shots dito. The only thing na reklamo ko dito sa kanya is ang front-facing camera. Only at 1080 and 60. They could have bumped it up kasi sinabi nila this is a camera-centric phone, but probably they only focus dito sa likod. Overall, ang kanyang design is something that I like. Leather finish dito sa likod and aluminum side frames to give it some extra durability. And of course, ang kanyang screen display is almost bezel-less dahil nipis ang kanyang mga bezels dito. Only that they could have kept yung kanyang front-facing camera. Make it a under-display na front-facing camera might look good, but of course, it might sacrifice the picture quality nga lang. Overall, ang kanyang performance is quite good. If you're looking for a camera phone that can game, I think this is the one na hinahanap ninyo. And ang kanyang 12 gigs of RAM and 1TB of storage is currently priced at 42,999. You can buy this at Shandy Philippines and Shandy Masangkay, and on the other links that I'll be posting on the description box below. Now guys, to buy or not to buy? I hope na tulungan ko yung mag-decide kung is this the phone just for you or not. So if you like this video, don't forget to share and like this video, and of course, a subscribe to this channel would be appreciated. I'll see you on the next one. And so, ako pala si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito, and for one of my popular uploads, click here.